Hello, it's Martine here. I'm going to show you how to start using your reflective learning journal in Notion in this very short video. So this video assumes that you have already logged in to Google Classroom and used your college Google credentials already. So you've probably logged in at home or maybe logged in at work and you can access everything you need to. The first thing you're going to do is to get to the college login page. You're going to go cfe.rmunify.com. So this is the usual way that you would access all of your college stuff. Now I am going to log in as demo student at gcfe.net. And you can see you get to the RM Unify page. Keep this page open and then open another tab, and I'm going to provide you with a link to paste into your browser. Remember, you should be doing this in Google Chrome. The link is showing on screen now, but I will share this with you in your Google Classroom so you can copy and paste it or just click on it. And then what you're going to find is a template in a platform called Notion. If you go to the top right hand side, there is a duplicate button. You need to click that. And then continue with Google because you're already logged in with your college Google credentials. And then log in again. And you will need to agree to this privacy and data collection screen here. How are you planning to use Notion? For myself, and then take me to Notion. And this is now setting up your Notion account behind the scenes. And you've got a Notion workspace here, so I'll just get rid of that. There are lots of example templates down the left-hand side here to show you the different ways you can use Notion. What's important is you can see there's a getting started section, and I really recommend you go through this if you've got some time to do so, because you might find that Notion is a useful tool for you in other parts of your work or your study. I'm just going to focus on this one at the top here, Reflective Learning Journal, because this is the one that you've copied. This is your template that I've provided you with. And I want to now just walk you through this, how you're going to use this page. Incidentally, if you want to get rid of any of these ones on the left-hand side here, you just click on the three little dots and delete. But I actually recommend spending some time looking at them. Notion is a platform where you can create databases, you can create documents, and it's really easy to share and collaborate with others. That's why I thought it was a really good platform for a reflective learning journal. So the idea with the reflective learning journal is that you can use it to record notes on what you've learned at the end of every session of your teacher training course. The idea is you try to reflect on what you've learnt in the session and apply it to your own context, to your teaching or training context. That's either the one you're in or the one you want to be in. This here is your Reflective Learning Journal database, and you can see I've created an example entry. The date, the title of the diary entry or journal entry, and there's tags as well. So if you click where it says open, and you can open as page, so you've got plenty of space. If you want to make this span the whole screen, you can do so up here. So you can have a full width page if you want to, but I quite like the extra space. I'm just going to zoom in a bit. So this is my example journal entry. You can change the date, tags, you can tag depending on your unit or the topic, or you can actually create new tags quite easily, like so. You can have multiple tags per entry, and I have made it so that a little prompt template has popped up here. I'll show you how to do that in a moment, but if you don't want to use the prompt, you can just delete it and type here and just type freestyle essentially. If you want to go back to the main journal, I suggest clicking Reflective Learning Journal here. You can, if I open this up again, click here, but it'll just take you to the database and that gets a bit confusing. So I would always start on the Reflective Learning Journal page, which you can also find here. So you can see this is a little database, and I've provided you with a few options. You can either view it as a table, or if you prefer to view it as a calendar, you can. I think a table makes more sense, but that's up to you. Down here, when I finish this video, you'll be able to see the video down here, and I might add to this at a later date to the sort of main template, or you can add stuff down here if you want to as well. This is how you create a new journal entry. So you would go to the new button here. There's a couple of ways to do it, but I would go new and then decide which template I wanted to use. So at the moment there is general prompts, freestyle journal entry, or I've also got the Rolf what, so what, now what template here. You probably want to go freestyle most of the time, so you just click that, gives you a little colour and a prompt where to type. So I'm going to put test entry, date, today's date, tags. I'll pretend I'm working on my micro teach, and I'll start typing here. Now, just to show you, you can insert images and all sorts of other things in Notion. If I just open it as a page, typo. All you need to do is type / and then you can see all of these options, and this is one of the things that makes Notion really powerful. You know, so you can insert emojis, dealing with the fun stuff first, obviously, a to-do list. What else can you do? All sorts of things. Heading, a simple table. There are just loads of things you can do. A toggle list, this is nice. That's a nice feature. And really, I just encourage you to have a play. I mean, these things are just to make it look nice. So you got a little quote there. So just to remind you, if you don't use that option there to go to journal, go back to the main page. Now you can see I did test entry. It's got the tag micro teach. And that is how you're going to collect your journal entries. There's a lot more that Notion can do, but hopefully for now, this is enough to get you started. I would bookmark your Notion web page when you've set your Notion account up. And I'd also think about getting the app on your mobile device, because that's really handy to be able to kind of note things on the fly. The app is free. Incidentally, because you're using your education email address for this, you get quite a lot as a free account. You kind of get the next tier up, which most people would have to pay for. You can access it from any computer. There are apps for your computers as well. But as I said, pop it on your phone. You'll find that really useful. I hope this video has been helpful. If you've got any questions, see your tutor.